Good morning, YouTubes. It is negative 23 degrees out this morning, so we're just gonna hunker down in the garage where I'm trying to keep it warm. I just had the NIPCO heater on for a long time, and we got her up to about 75, 76 degrees. It'll cool down, but it's enough to keep me working. An electric heater going right now. We're gonna work on the Caprice this morning, because my girlfriend wants to do a headliner in it before sick week. She thinks it's necessary to go to Florida with a properly outfitted, is that the right word? Headliner. So as you can see in the Caprice, we have, well, as you probably can't see that because there's no light. As you can see in the Caprice, we have a headliner with no fabric on it. It is just all foam and junk and whatnot. And so I got to pull this thing down and get this thing out of the car. So since our fabric's coming here tomorrow, we got to pull this headliner out so my girlfriend can, you know, make it look pretty. Then we got to put her all back in and then get ready to go to sick week. So yeah, not really my first priority, but it's all right. I'm not going to complain. Headliner's going to make the car look a lot nicer. Things we got to do. We got to pull sun visors. We got to pull A-pillar trim. We have to pull these panels on each side because there's a wiring harness. No, wait. This panel on that side because there's a wiring harness we have to unplug. We have to remove the upper and lower B-pillar trim. We have to remove the C-pillar trim. We have to remove the sunglasses holder and this dome light. And then we can drop the headliner, and then it comes out the back door. So you just lay the front seats down, it comes out the back door. But anyway, that's enough blabbing. You'll probably get a better idea how I'm doing this watching me do it. So set up the cameras and watch me work. Whew, it is negative 22 degrees out right now. It is a chilly one. We just got home from work, and we're going to continue working on this headliner. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of foam and stuff that's still on here from when the old cloth or material or whatever you want to call it fell off. So we got to scrape all this down so the new material can stick to the headliner. So what I've got here is I've just got... this is a wire brush. I'm pretty sure you could just use an aggressive brush of some sort. It doesn't have to be a wire brush because this stuff comes off pretty easy even with your hands. So I'm going to go ahead, get the scrape in this, clean it up. And then we'll be able to see if we can get our material laid onto this thing. So there's a big giant hole in my headliner right about here. I don't know much about headliners or how to fix it. I think it's fiberglass, and the reason I think that is because my hands feel all prickly and gross after cleaning this headliner. So I'm assuming it's fiberglass. I've never worked with fiberglass, and I don't have any on hand, so not going to do that. I do have some cardboard and some glue, so I'm going to give that a shot and just kind of see how it works. It may not be the right way, but I'm going to try it. Worst case scenario, we have to repair the headliner with fiberglass anyway. So I'm going to give this a shot, see how it works. Let me know what you guys think, or if there's a better way to do it that I should try. So anyway, leave it in the comments below. Thanks. Hey folks, I got some huge news. My girlfriend got me the greatest Christmas present that I could ever ask for. I was never expecting this, but check it out. It is for the Caprice, and it is super sweet. There's your hint. I got the other one on the car for you guys to see. But there's your hint. There's some skinnies. Mickey Thompsons. Oof. Zeus is so freaking excited. Aren't you, bud? Aren't you, bud? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, let's go show the people. Let's go show the people. Let's go. Boom. Look at that goodness. VMS Racing. 18x5s. Camaro and CTSV fitment. With 26x6 Mickey Thompson tires. And let's see, we're jacked up right now, so I don't have that much space in between. And it is tight, super tight. I'd really like to jack the car up another ½ inch, but the coilovers are frozen solid, so that is posing to be a problem. But dang it, look how good those freaking VMS Racing wheels look, and they're going to match the rears with the radials on them. Super good. This is just what Sick Week needed. I am super excited for this. My girlfriend got me the best Christmas present freaking ever. And I was not expecting wheels and tires. I wasn't expecting either of them, but the package together, no way. Freaking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, we are excited. This means we get to cross one more thing off the list. Tires. Heck yeah. So between the street wheels and the track wheels now, I think we're good on tires. The street wheels have very old tires on them, but I think we're going to be okay because we have the track wheels as a backup set if we're going to need them. Now, I have not decided if we're going to run the track wheels the whole time, or if we want to run street wheels on the street and track wheels on the track. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Do we want to change wheels and tires out every single day and then carry 4 wheels and tires with us the whole time? That's going to take up a lot of storage room in the car that we could use for tools and other things. But I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts. You know, like I said, my first drag and drive event, so we don't really know. But let me know your thoughts on that. What wheels should we run on Sick Week? Street, track, both? Hard to say. Hey folks, it's headliner day today. We are here in our construction room that we have in the basement where we do all of our dirty and messy stuff. So we have this headliner material here that is got this foam pre-applied, so we should just be able to lap that on there. Zeus is super excited. He can't stay out of here. He's ready to rock and roll. But we'll just be able to throw that on there and adhesive it down. We did get this hole filled, as you guys saw. And so we just have the 6 holes left, the 4 up here, and then the 2 big ones in the middle for our courtesy lights and stuff like that. I think these pockets will be a little bit challenging to tackle, but it's going to be what it's going to be. So my girlfriend wanted a headliner, and she wanted one so bad that she's going to do it. How many of your girlfriends would do a headliner in your project car for you? Pretty awesome. So anyway, guys, we're gonna get this GoPro set up and get rocking and rolling on this here headliner. Oh, and we got this adhesive stuff. This is the stuff that the headliner company recommended. I've never had any experience with it. I've only used the 3M stuff, but this is what we got. Dang, guys, we got this fresh headliner in here. Huge shout out to my girlfriend. She helped a huge amount on this. I probably wouldn't have done it if she wouldn't have really encouraged me to do it, if you know what I mean. But I'm really thankful for this. She took the lead on it, and it came out freaking awesome. Really clean. I like the black. We need to paint all these trim pieces from their tan to black, sun visors and stuff. And I don't know, somehow I've seen people do it on the internet and Facebook and stuff, paint the trims black, and that's something I'd like to do now, especially that the top is so clean. Really glad we did that. It wasn't my priority at all, but I am happy with the outcome. So you guys know what that means. One more thing to cross off the list. Headliner, bang, off the list. So we only have a couple more things to do on here. It's going to alignment this week on Tuesday. So we're getting an alignment done. Raising the front is not going to happen. Our coilovers are seized up solid. I've tried everything under the sun to try to get those things to loosen up, and they are not going to loosen up. So not going to raise the front. With our factory wheels and tires, it's going to be fine. With the taller front wheels, or front tires, taller front tires, I'm a little bit more nervous about it. But anyway, raising the front is not going to happen. So we could probably just as well cross that off the list. Because flat out not going to happen unless we buy some brand spanking new coilovers. which I don't think we have time to do at this point before sick week. Trunk floor, we need to get done after we get the car back from alignment. We really need to knock that out. I don't think it'll take us a long time to knock it out, but we do got to get that done. Absolutely have to get that done. Otherwise, we can't take all our tools and stuff with us. We got something sweet going on for you here, but we're going to make you wait to find out. So the list is narrowing down. We got to get this car out of here so we can get in alignment on Tuesday. Hey, what's happening, folks? We're going to tackle one of the biggest things that's been bothering me about the car since I bought it. The hole in the freaking trunk. I've already cut out all the rest of the plastic. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put a filler panel right in here, make it all flat. And so we'll at least be able to carry tools and tires and luggage and stuff back here for the sick week drag and drive event. So we need a trunk for that. And the trunk floor is on our list. I have drawn a little diagram of how big I need my piece of sheet metal to be. And Mortsky has hooked us up with a piece of sheet metal, which is right here. I stole this off of one of his rigs that are going to scrap. So it's a flatbed rig, and the flatbed was made out of wood with some thin sheet metal on top of it, and so I snagged this out of there. Now we just got to cut it down to size in order to make it fit our trunk. So we got to cut her down to 39 by 37.5, and then we got to cut in our little whoop-de-doos here because the Caprice is not perfectly square. You can see that this is at a little bit of an angle, and then it's got this curve, and then it goes back out at an angle. And then we got some curves up here too, which we're also gonna have to take care of. So that was a lot of talking. Let me get to cutting this sheet metal, then we'll get back to it. Well, folks, we got our sheet metal trunk floor cut out here. It's not the best unit in the world, but it's gonna work. It was free, so that's the key. We got our trunk floor all cleaned up. We wiped down all the dust and stuff and all the garbage. We're gonna set it up here with silicone. You know, you should probably use like an aluminum panel. This will work, obviously, but an aluminum panel would be better, and seam sealer would probably be better. Yeah, that would be a more permanent and more glamorous installation, but this car, being as it's salvage title now, and we don't really care about how nice it's gonna be anymore, and I'm not sure how permanent I want this sheet metal thing to be in the trunk. We're just going to silicone it to keep all the dust and garbage and tire smoke and all that stuff out of here. We're just going to self-tapper the thing in. I would like to redo that with like some Zeus clips or something, so they come out quarter turn and come out easier. But for right now, we're just going to self-tapper the sucker in there. I've got all my holes drilled. I marked them all out so they're evenly spaced, and drilled all my holes. And we're just going to go ahead and lay this cock in the trunk floor now, put our panel in there, self-tapper it, and boom, should have a trunk floor. Boom! Taken care of. Check out that spanking new trunk floor. You can see these two tape marks here. Those were holes that were already in the sheet metal from when I took it off of that flatbed that was going to scrap. So I filled them in with silicone, and then I taped over the top of them. So that should seal it up and just keep dust and dirt and tire smoke from coming up through there. I did silicone all the way across and through the back as well. You can kind of see the silicone poking through. So we'll let that dry before we put the carpet back in it, which is up there. But yeah, we are self-tappered in. It looks pretty okay. Like I said, I'm not sure how permanent this will be. It might change at some time. And even if it does, now we can use this as a template for the next time. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It's going to give us a nice solid place to set tools and luggage and, you know, our track tires and all that stuff. I mean, this trunk is huge. It's absolutely enormous. So we've got all sorts of room, and having this flat and solid so we can keep stuff in here is really going to help things. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Another thing to cross off the list. Boom, trunk floor, out ski. The only thing we got left is alignment. I'm really struggling with an alignment. The car is too low to get in any racks locally, so I'm really struggling with that. We'll see what we can do with this here. We're getting close. We are only a few days away from sick week at this point, so things are coming to a close. But we got to get this car aligned, loaded up on the trailer, and down to Florida. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next episode of Mickelson Racing Channel.